Alright, so another day, more Sonic Colors Ultimate news. So after the last video that I did on what people are missing about Sonic Colors, which thankfully a lot of people also did notice, that I wasn't the only one who noticed it. Which, another thing, that video did really fucking well. That video's been out for just over a day and it's already the most viewed video on my channel. That is insane. But I was already planning for my next Sonic Colors Ultimate video to be on the inconsistencies with the graphics. So when I woke up today, I was like, oh, I might do the video today, I might not. Then that interview came out where they talked a little bit about what they're doing with the graphics. So I was like, all right, I have stuff to talk about. And then the new Spotlight came out. And now I'm starting to think Sega's reading my thoughts. I'm going full on Sticks the Badger up in this. So, if you guys haven't seen it yet, Sega put out the second Sonic Colors Ultimate Spotlight today. Now, this one didn't really have anything new in it. It was basically just a Meet the Wisps video. In fact, that's literally what they called it on the Nintendo YouTube channel, which was kind of funny, not gonna lie. But yeah, it was basically just showing off what all the Wisps do, and it wasn't really anything new. We know what all the Wisps do, even the Jade Ghost Wisp, we're aware of what it does at this point. The only real new things that we got out of this was that, one, apparently they're focusing a lot more on the colours of the Wisps now rather than the names. So instead of laser, they're just calling it the Cyan Wisp, or instead of the Rocket Wisp, they're just calling it the Orange Wisp, which is, it doesn't really bother me all that much. It makes sense considering the game is called Sonic Colors. So, and they've even been doing that on the Sonic official live streams. It really doesn't matter all that much. But the other big thing that we got out of this was some more gameplay footage. So if you guys don't know, there was also an interview done recently, I think it was today or maybe it was yesterday, I'm not entirely sure, with somebody who's worked on the game. All the interviews that have been coming out recently have all been with Takashi Iizuka, which is a good thing because he's literally the head of Sonic Team and we need to hear what he's saying about things. But we also can't really take his word for much on Sonic Colors Ultimate because, well, he's not really working on it. Like, it's not being made by Sonic Team, so he doesn't really have much to do with it. I'm sure he definitely has things to say, but he's not actually working on it. This interview was done with somebody who actually worked on the game, and they did talk a little bit about the graphics. Apparently what's going on with the graphics is that rather than trying to recreate the original game's graphics or update them, there's supposed to be a new take on the graphics of the original because there was a lot of problems in trying to port the original game over to this. I don't know, it was a really weird interview and a lot of his things that he was saying didn't really make much sense. But yeah, that's basically what I got out of it, and Unleashed actually agrees with me. I've put up Unleashed in 2 videos in a row. Believe it or not, I'm actually not a huge fan of his content, and I've brought him up two videos in a row. What the fuck? But anyway, it's probably because he's fucking usually one of the first people to get videos out about news. But whatever. Basically, the whole gist of it was the graphics are a new take on the original game. Now, I'm sure some people are going to take this as, oh, well, then we can't criticize the graphics anymore. But no, we can still criticize the graphics because they look bad. It's not just, whether it's meant to look like that or not, they don't look good. The bloom effect on Sonic looks fucking terrible. And I'm sorry, for a game called Sonic Colors, the game should not be as dark as it is. I get that it's going to be a new take on the graphics, but when you're porting an original game, like a game that already has a pre-established tone and art style, you shouldn't be fucking it up like this, especially whenever you're not really changing the tone of the story or the gameplay at all. You shouldn't be changing up shit like that, especially considering Tropical Resort just straight up looks worse, as you guys can see in this GameSpot footage, which will have been playing throughout the entire video here. But in this new Spotlight trailer, we get some footage that actually looks really, really fucking good. Like, for instance, this Starlight Carnival footage. Look at this. This looks fucking incredible. And even some of the Sweet Mountain footage looks really good. And yeah, this Planet Wisp footage looks really, really good as well. So what the fuck's going on? This is something that's been going on for a while. We've been seeing what appears to be different builds of the game. Even in the first Spotlight, when you look at the Tropical Resort footage, it looks way better than what we've been getting at other places. So what's going on with this? So there's a couple things that this could possibly mean. One is that they're all different builds, which is what I personally believe. I believe for the Tropical Resort footage anyway, the reason it looks so different in the original Spotlight than it does anywhere else is because that's a completely different build of the game. Now, which one is the final build? I'm not sure, but I think it may be the darker footage that we saw in GameSpot, which is not a good thing because that footage is, yeah, it's really bad. But the footage that we saw in the original Spotlight of Tropical Resort looks really, really good. The only thing that's really making me think that it could be that footage that's from the final build, or a closer thing to what is the final build, is that it's being compared to the original. But if Sega are going to make the mistake of having multiple builds shown in the same trailer or shown off before release, yeah, I wouldn't put it past them to make the mistake of comparing early footage just to fucking make it look better. I don't know. I wouldn't put that past them. The other thing that it could possibly mean is that certain stages just look different. So, for instance, Starlight Carnival maybe looks good while Tropical Resort looks bad. And, I mean, that is possible, but we literally will not know. I mean, to be fair, we won't know if it was different builds until the game comes out either. But it's really, really hard to know what's going on, because I really don't want this game to end up being like a Sonic Adventure DX situation where the game, like, is not actually that bad, but there's just so many small things that ruin it. Like, I hate Sonic Adventure DX as a port. I think it's terrible. It fucks up all the textures. The models just look way fucking worse. And of course, it adds a bunch of glitches. I don't think Sonic Colors Ultimate is going to add a bunch of glitches, but you never know. It could still go down in infamy like Sonic Adventure DX has. Don't get me wrong, I do definitely think this will be better than Sonic Adventure DX, but I guess we'll just have to see. But hey, all we can do is hope that whenever the game releases that it actually looks good, because as I stated in my last video, I really don't care about any of the gameplay stuff about, like the tail save or the 100 count ring. I don't really care about any of that stuff. So if the graphics look good, this could genuinely be the best version of Sonic Colors. It could be the definitive version of the game. But if it ends up looking the way it's looking to look, that was a lot of look in one sentence, then yeah, it's probably not going to be. And that annoys me, because it's going to be the one that's going to be more accessible to most people, because this isn't just going to be on the Wii. Like, it's not going to be on the Wii, period. I don't know why I said that like that. That was a weird way of saying that. It's not confined to one console like the original one. This thing's going to be on Xbox One, PS4, Xbox Series X, I assume probably PS5 as well. I don't know what the backwards compatibility situation with the PS5 is. I don't have a PS5. It's going to be on Switch, and it's going to be on Epic Game Store. And I know that a lot of people are annoyed that it's exclusive to the Epic Game Store rather than being on Steam. People, this game will be on Steam in like a year. I guarantee it. It'll be on Epic Game Store for a while, exclusive, but believe me, it'll come out on Steam at some point. But anyway, that's really all I have to say about this matter. I may make another video on the graphics if we get any more information about the whole thing, but for now, that's all I really have to say. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment in the... Okay, I fucked up my outro. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think of the visuals of the game. Maybe you think they look better. Maybe you agree with me that they look worse. Or maybe you just don't care about it, which is probably the best mindset to have. I'm just really picky with it. It really, really annoys me how bad it looks, because I think Colors looks great as a game. Subscribe, have a nice day. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.